Hey, welcome back to another video. It's your boy Chris, and I'm back with part two of the series for the Mercedes Maybach that I recently detailed that I showed y'all in the last video. And I told y'all that I had another one to show. This is the same body style, same everything, but I did the interior very much differently from the first one. But before we get into the video, I need you to like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications so that whenever I do a video, you'll be the first one to see it when it drops. So without further ado, let's get into the video. All right. So you see I got a lot going on here. Don't mind the stuff in the background. The Mercedes is the vocal point, and so you're probably going to be, casing all the other stuff in the background. And yeah. But since you can see everything, so I did a short a couple of days ago involving my Ford Explorer XLT. And as you can see here, I was doing the detailing process of turning it into a Ford Explorer King Ranch edition. So I'm actually doing the painting process with the interior on it. And I'll probably give it some lights, some headlights, tail lights, whatever. I'm still trying to decide on that. Haven't fully made up my mind yet, but as time goes by, I will make a final decision as to whether I want to do that or not. But so far, this is what I've been kind of working on, getting the interior done on my Ford Explorer, so that I can turn it into the King Ranch edition. I do have like some pics that I recovered from the internet to kind of see what the interior of the Explorer King Ranch edition looks like. I really liked what I saw, and so I wanted to emulate that in my Explorer. So I'm just going through the process of kind of turning that into the King Ranch edition. So that's what's going on with that, plus I just got a whole bunch of other stuff going on over here with my cars and stuff like that. So don't mind me with that. But today's vocal point is this. This is the other S680 Mercedes Maybach I was telling y'all about. And so I'm going to put the other one right behind it so you can see. There is the one that was in the previous video. That was in the first video that I did. And this is the second one. So as you can see, by comparison, now if you look through this one, this looks one way through the panoramic roof. And you can see the design in this one. Now let's look at the second one. And if you look in the panoramic view, you can see the design is totally different from the one in the first car. So I think the only thing that remains the same is the floor rugs. That you can see in this one, the floor rugs is the same as the floor rugs in the other one. So that is the one constant from the two. But let's take a look at the designs that I put on the dashboard in this second one. So as you can see, there's like a brown and black pattern, and the pattern goes all the way across the dashboard. Oh, as you can see that it goes down on the side door panels in the interior. It's the same for the other side. Now, if you look in the back, through the back window, you can also see that same pattern back there. Now, this one does not have the table, but if you can see right there in the center, up between the seats, there is a tablet right there in the center. I did not put a tablet in the other one because that one had the tables in it. So I wanted to do something a little bit different from the two. So this one is the one that I decided to go with the center tablet for this car, since the first car had the tables and the champagne glasses, and that one I wanted to go with the center tablet in that one. And of course, you could see it does have the headrest screens on the back, and you can see that the floor is also black, same as in this one. So the floors are basically the same in both cars. The only difference is this one just has a different design pattern on the dash. You see how this one has that pattern, where in this one you got this pattern. So I wanted to make them two very different from each other, give it a varying difference. Also with this one, as you can see, the wheels are chrome. Everything on this one stayed original in its chrome, where this one everything was pretty much blacked out. So that was the varying difference between this one and this one here. So I wanted to give these two options, but I wanted to give it the upper class that you would only expect in a Mercedes Maybach. So this is the reason why I did this like this. And you know, it's different. This one was also a design I found online as well. I saw this one online too, just as well as the first one that I showed you guys. And I went with both of them because I felt like those were the two, in my opinion, that looked the best. So I wanted to take cues from that and try to emulate it into my cars. Because I just don't get too much of a kick out of having luxury cars that are just so plain on the inside, especially when it has so much to offer. You could do a lot better just using your imagination and adding things to your car to make it look better, to just at least to bring up the luxury level on it. Because I just feel like when you got it, it doesn't live up to its potential that it could be if you don't have that look that it needs. So I feel like just giving it a intricate detail to color and design, I feel like it really brings the mystique of the Mercedes Maybach brand to life, especially with the interior and what the car is supposed to represent. And so by me giving it these details, it just gives the car, you know, not only the mystique, but just life itself. And it just looks so good when you're able to add that detail to it to give it that look that you really want. Oh, and not to mention, you can also see that same design right there on the bottom of the seats, going around the bottom part of the seats. I also detail it on the bottom part of the seats. So let me turn the car around. Let's go over to the driver's side. So as you can see over on the driver's side is basically the same thing. You could see that the design of the dashboard, it goes all the way across. Here we go again, looking at the door panels. The design goes around on the door panels. Here's the door panels in the rear. Also the same designs as well. And like I said, looking through the dash, looking through the rear view, not the rear view mirror, but the rear window, you can see right behind the rear seats that the design is also displayed through the rear window. And then looking at it from an overhead view through the panoramic roof, you can see just exactly how the design looks from over top. And you can see pretty much everything from overhead. So it gives you an idea of what the comparisons are now when you look at the two. When you see them both, now you can say, okay, well, I see the difference now. I can see the difference now. And you can see as well the two colors. I told you I wanted to get the maroon over the gold. That was the one I originally slated for, but they were all out. So I opted to get this one instead because they did not have the maroon over gold. And that was the one I really wanted. As I did like that color combination, and they didn't have it. So I just had to opt out for whatever else they had besides that, which was this one, since I already had purchased this one. But yeah, so here it is. I mean, you guys get to really see what the design cues look like in this one. You know, overall, how the flow of the design look. You know, let me know in the comments what you think. Now that you've seen the interior to this one, and you've seen the interior to this one, you know, which interior you think is the best in your mind? Which one do you like? You know, and I'm quite sure probably a whole lot of people will probably vote for this one being the best, being as it has the tables and the champagne glasses in it. And I don't blame you for liking this one. But then there might be some people who may say, hey, I like this one here because I do like that design that was picked for the interior. So, you know, this might not have the tables and the champagne glasses, you know, but this one does have the center tablet for the passengers in the rear. And that one doesn't. So, I mean, it's up to you which one you pick, which one you think looks the best. You know, I don't know. I mean, I look at it and it's hard for me to choose, you know, because I like both. You know, I like this one because of its design, you know, and I think the biggest attraction with this one to me is the fact that it has tables and the champagne glasses sitting on top of them. So I think that is the biggest attraction to me with this one. Whereas this one over here, you know, I'm really feeling the designs done on the interior and the door panels on the inside. So, you know, just give me your opinion of which one you like best. And kind of tell me why you like that one better. You know, give me a reason why you think this one may be the best. Or if you think this one is the best. You know, so you've seen them both. And now you get to decide on which one in your mind is the better of the two. It could be things as little as the fact that this one over here has tables and champagne glasses. Or it could be because you like this one over here because of the color, or maybe it's because of the fact that it's got a, you know, laptop or screen, touch screen in the back for the rear passengers. So I can't speak for you guys. This is your decision. Whatever you choose, is your decision. You have reasons as to why you like one over the other. You may like both, But if you had to choose one, whether it be this one or this one. So now it's up to you guys. Which one is your best choice? Which one you like? And, just let me know in the comments which one you think is the best, and just kind of give your reason as to why you think is the best. So this is my part 2 of the Mercedes-Benz Maybach S680. So before you go, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications so that whenever I drop a new video, you guys will be the first to see it and catch it. This is Chris saying so long and good night.